Good afternoon. I'm Sandra Zucker Hall, president of the Miss Crane School East Coast Alumni Association. The topic for today's luncheon is Women, Where Are We Going? And we are very pleased to have as our speaker a distinguished alumna, Dr. HEIDI Holland.
Hello. Hello. I graduated Miss Crane's in 1965. And I look back on education in Chicago very fondly. One of the far-reaching habits I developed while at Miss Crane's was to wait until the desperation point to complete, or rather start, my homework. Keeping this noble academic tradition alive, I appear before you today with no formal speech. I have no outline, no pink note cards, no hieroglyphics scribbled on my palm. Nothing. Well, so you might be thinking, this is a woman's meeting, so let's give her the benefit of the doubt. After teaching at Columbia yesterday, Miss Holland probably took a low-impact aerobics class with weights, picked her children up from school, took the older one to drawing with computers at the Metropolitan, and the younger one to swimming for gifted children. On arriving home, she immediately prepared a grilled mesquite, free-range chicken with balsamic vinegar and sun-dried tomatoes, advised her banker investment, well-rounded husband on future funding for the city ballet, put the children to bed, finished writing 10 pages of a new book, took the remains of the grilled mesquite free-range dinner to a church that feeds the homeless, massaged her husband's feet, read 40 pages of the Inferno in Italian, took a deep breath and put out the light. So, after all of this, we forgive Miss Holland for not writing a speech today. She's exemplary and exhausted. Thank you. But you forgive too easily. And I respect my fellow alumni enough to know that I should attempt to tell you the truth. Oh, hurry up, Heidi. Okay. Why don't I have a speech for the Women, Where Are We Going luncheon? Well, actually, yesterday I did teach at Columbia. We discussed Alexander Pope and his theory of the picturesque. And afterward, I did attend an exercise class. I walked into the locker room to my favorite corner where I can pull on my basic black leotard in peace. Two women younger than me in pressed blue jeans were heatedly debating the reading program at Marymount Nursery School. Another woman was going on and on about her son at Harvard Law School and his wife, a Brazilian hairdresser who was by no stretch of the imagination good enough for him. They were joined by Mrs. Green, who has perfect red nails and confessed to anyone who would listen the hardship of throwing a dinner party the same night as a benefit at the Met. And in the middle of all of them was a naked gray-haired woman extolling the virtues of brown rice and women's fiction. And then two 27-year-old hotshots came in. How do I know they were hotshots? Well, as soon as they entered the locker room, they pulled out their alligator date books and began madly to call the office. They seemed to have everything under control. They even brought their own heavier weights. Now, Jeanette, the performance artist, dancer, actress, aerobics teacher, completes the locker room. I like Jeanette. I've never talked to her, but I like her. I feel that her parents are psychiatrists in the Midwest, Cedar Rapids maybe. Jeanette takes off her blue jeans and rolls her tights up her legs. I notice the hotshots checking out Jeanette's muscle tone while they lace up their Zeus low-impact sneakers. And Mrs. Green stops talking about her dinner party long enough to ask, where do they find them? Everywhere she's looked on Madison Avenue is out. And the woman with the son at Harvard Law joins in and says she saw them at Lord & Taylor's, and were they any good? Her daughter-in-law likes them, but she can't be trusted. The mothers in pressed blue jeans leap to the rescue. Yes, they can assure her, despite the daughter-in-law, unequivocally, absolutely, no doubt about it, Zeus sneakers are the best. It was at this point that I decided to slip out of the locker room and take my place in the back row of class. I picked up my overstuffed bag, but as I was just between Mrs. Green's raccoon coat and a purple leather bomber jacket, I tripped over one of the hot shots. 5-pound professional weights, and out of my bag flew a week's worth of change, raspberry gum wrapper, and Alexander Pope on the picturesque right on the naked gray-haired fiction woman's foot. I began giggling. "Oh, that's okay. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I don't wear leather pants. I'm sorry I don't eat brown rice. I'm sorry I don't want to stand naked and discuss Zeus sneakers. I'm sorry I don't want to find out I'm worthless and superior. I'm embarrassed. No. Humiliated. In front of every woman in that locker room. I'm envying women I don't even know. I'm envying women I don't even like. I'm sure the woman with the son at Harvard is miserable to her daughter-in-law. I'm sure the gray-haired fiction woman is having a bisexual relationship with a female dock worker and is driving her husband crazy. I'm sure the hotshots have screwed a lot of women, my classmates even, out of jobs, raises, and husbands. And I'm sure the mothers in pressed blue jeans think women like me chose the wrong road. Oh, it's a pity they made such a mistake, that empty generation. Well, I really don't want to be feeling this way about any of them. And I certainly don't want to be feeling this way about women. Where are we going? I hear whispers, I hear chairs moving from side to side. Yes, I see I have 1 minute left. The women start filing out of the locker room. Jeanette puts her hair in a ponytail and winks at me. "See you in class, Heidi. Don't forget to take a map this time." And I look at her pink and kind face. "I'm sorry, Jeanette. I think I'm too sad to go to class." "Excuse me," she smiles and grabs a mat. And suddenly, I'm not competing with any of them. Suddenly, I'm not even racing. To tell you the truth, Jeanette, I think I better not exercise today. Is there anything I can do?" She puts her arm around me. "Are you not well?" "No, Jeanette. I'm not happy. I'm afraid I haven't been happy for some time. I don't blame the ladies in the locker room for how I feel. I don't blame any of us. We're all concerned, intelligent, good women. It's just that I feel stranded. And I thought the whole point was that we wouldn't feel stranded. I thought the point was that we're in this together. Thank you.